Everyone and welcome back on channel, my name is Alex. In today's video, you need to bear with me because this shoe is special. And yes, it's a Brooks Ghost, which, seemingly is not necessarily entry level, but is more on the entry/mid level type of shoe from Brooks. So what's so exciting about this shoe? Well, the most exciting thing is that compared to the Brooks Ghost 16, this is a significant update. The Brooks Ghost 16, I have to be honest with you, was not very high on my all-time favorite list. The reason for that is that this shoe was a bit too firm, it felt a bit flat, it felt a bit dead, and although it's a great running shoe, if you want to log miles, if you want to have that one shoe in your rotation, get a Ghost 16, there's nothing wrong with it. For me, it just wasn't it. So when I got the Brooks 17, I thought, well, let's give this shoe a chance. Let's be, as always, fair, honest, and let's just try it out as if it's a brand new shoe, a brand new model from Brooks. Not just the 17th iteration of the Ghost, not just the successor of this shoe, but a brand new shoe. And I'm so glad I did, because this shoe is so different. And spoiler alert, is so good. Let's start with the upper. The upper is very traditional. It has that very stout heel, very padded, super comfortable. Brooks is known for their comfort, for their fits, and this is no different. You have that very, very premium experience in terms of fit in this shoe. It's a very thick material. I believe in summertime and in hotter conditions, you might feel a bit of sweat in this upper, but then you have to put it in perspective with the price, to which we're coming here in a second. The tongue is not gusseted, it's a flying tongue, which is just connected to the laces here via a central eyelet. On this tongue, the laces are very standard, nothing fancy. And the rest of the upper, I would say, again, in terms of material, in terms of feel, is on the, let's say, average side of things, but it's so well done that it just hits everything on the nail. The length of this shoe is good. Like many Brooks shoes, the tapering here in the forefoot is a bit off. And if you have, some issues with your forefoot, if you need a bit more volume, if you are in between sizes, you might consider half a size up for this shoe. At least go try it out at your local running store. Because like I said, the tapering and the shape here of that shoe in the forefoot is very standard for Brooks, but is a bit different compared to other brands. It's quite pointy, and yeah, again, I feel like for me this is really good, but for some people, I can imagine this might be a concern. But everything in this shoe is changing when it comes to the midsole. When I say everything, it's not that different. It's still DNA Loft V3 nitrogen injected EVA based material. Fairly standard, nothing crazy about it. It feels a bit softer under my thumb. The drop goes from 12 millimeters down to 10 millimeters, 36 in the heel, 26 in the forefoot. The weight is heavier than this shoe. This was 290 grams, 287. This is now 315 in my size US 11 EU 45. So the shoe is getting heavier. But everything I think is when it comes to the cooking of that midsole and the geometry of the shoe as well. If I put the two shoes side by side, what you might notice is that there's a lot of contact with this shoe throughout the midsole, meaning that it's very flat. It's sitting really against the table here. It's very planted, and it does have a bit of rocker and a bit of toe spring, but it's coming at a late stage here in the forefoot, and the rest of the shoe is literally sitting against the table. It's very flat here at the bottom, and then inside the shoe you have that 12 millimeters drop, making it like you're running in some sort of angled, surface here in the shoe, but then landing, you land very flat and it feels very flat, very dull. Now, when you take this shoe, it does have a bit of heel bevel here. The rest of the surface is still quite in contact with the table, that's true, but the rocker starts quite earlier. It's a bit more pronounced, and most importantly, because of how this foam is cooked, meaning quite softer than this one here, this shoe feels completely different. To be honest with you, I almost felt like I was running in Glycerin 21 and not in a Ghost like this was. This shoe definitely is different. It picks up the pace better. It feels, more lively, more fun. It's a daily trainer, don't get me wrong. You won't be flying for a 2:05 marathon in this shoe, or if you do, then you probably should sign a contract with Brooks right now or with any other sports manufacturer. What I'm trying to say is that this shoe does exactly what it says it does, but it does it really, really well. I must be honest with you, I'm really surprised with this shoe. For 150 euros, this is releasing in July, by the way, you have something that is really, really amazing. And most importantly, if you're familiar with the Ghost lineup and you still want to have that Ghost, yes, it's dropping 2 millimeters in terms of drop, but the essence of the shoe is the same. It's a workhorse with which you can log miles day in, day out. You can just go out, you can have fun, you can do everything with it. It's not gonna let you down. You can pick up the pace. It's not gonna be perfect at faster paces. You can race if this is your only shoe. It's not gonna be perfect at that, but it's gonna be very good. But most importantly, like I said, it's a workhorse. You can go out every day and you can just run, you can train in the shoe. And it's such a good value for money. For 150 euros, you will have something that will last forever, quote unquote, probably beyond 1,000 kilometers, given the thickness of the outsole here, and most importantly, given the construction and nature of the materials in the shoe. I believe you can have 1,200 kilometers easy on this shoe for 150 euros with, again, something that is really compelling. So Brooks, congrats. I will do something I don't do very often here. For a shoe that supposedly isn't that exciting, it's a Ghost. But what I'm really pumped about is the evolution. Coming from this that didn't deserve any round of applause to this, very solid. I'm impressed. It's gonna be on my recommendation list for anyone looking for their first daily trainer, for anyone looking for an all-rounder shoe, and even for very serious runners looking for a reliable daily workhorse. This is, going straight away on my recommendation list for 2025. I'm very pleasantly surprised by this shoe, and I look forward to hearing back from you once you've tested it. Thanks a lot for watching. Enjoy your run today, enjoy your ride, go beyond your limits, and I shall see you in the next one.